So, hey guys, Chauzu here. And yeah, I just want to summarize all of the news for this treasure map so that you are fully up to date and aware. And yeah, we're going through everything, so we'll start with the gem sale, I guess. And the only notable ones are first the 10 Rainbow Gem Pack, the cheap one. And of course the 265 Gem Pack, which is less value than the 300 Gem Pack, but if you are one of those who buy a lot of games, it's probably worth it. But I don't think any of the others have particularly super high value. Moving on, let's take a bit of a look at the Sugo Fest. It has started now. Legend debut, which means this is a 7.5% legend rate, which means 15 legends total. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. If we ever get the treasure map without a debut legend, it should be go back to 5% and probably a bit better steps as well. And if you're pretty new to my channel and wonder why higher percent is bad, it's because any steps giving you a legend or a better chance of a legend has less chance to give you the legend you want. So if you want one particular legend, it has lower rate than if it was 10 legends. But the legend pools are pretty good, I guess. If we go down a bit, we can review the steps a bit later. On part 1, we have Iso and Kiku, Carrot and Wanda, Mr. 2 and the Sanji. So 4 treasure map legends, the 3 most recent ones and the first one. We also have both Cat and Dog V2, that's super good. The Rob Lucci V3, King, and then it gets a bit older. So yeah, pretty decent if you lack quite a bit. On part 2 is still Iso and Kiku and Carrot and Wanda, and we add Crocodile to it. We also have V2 Odin. Remember that the debut legend will have lower rate most likely, so half the rate, so 0.25% chance. We have Robin and Jinbei, V3 Duffy, Perona, Megalon, and then it gets older. And on part 3 we have Iso and Kiku, Carrot and Wanda, Koala, and then Kingdom and Kanjuro, also half rate. Nami and Usopp, V4 Katakuri, V4 Boa, Ace vs Aka, and then it gets older again. So yeah, pretty decent. Boosted rare recruits. The only rare recruit boosted from the batch was Kawamatsu from the monthly batch, which was kind of expected. They usually go for colors when they pick one, but they never pick all the new rare recruits. It's usually just one of them get rate boosted. It's bullshit, but it is what it is. Other than that, it's most of the recent treasure map rare recruit batches. That's cool, and we'll go to look at the rate because the rates are like normal, so no surprises, but it's still good to review so you are aware. So yeah, the only rate we can look at now should be part 1. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 0.1% chance here, and totaling up to 0.5%, so no shenanigans with legend rate, but this is part 1, and remember part 2 will be a bit different since the debut legends will have half rate. And yeah, rates are basically the same as normal, 0.325% chance for the new treasure map rare recruits, and the other rate boosters are a bit over 1%. And yeah, that's basically all of the noteworthy information. And if we go to the 7th monthly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be 7th, right? Yes. This is the one where you are guaranteed a new unit. And yeah, 45% chance roughly for either of the treasure map rare recruit, and 7.5% chance total for the Iso and Kiku. So yeah, pretty expected. But yeah, I said nothing weird with the rates here. Just to review the steps quickly. The third multi is a bit weird. 77% chance for a legend. Last treasure map Sugofest, it was a guaranteed recommended unit, which would have been any of the units in the recommended button. So that would have obviously been a lot better. A lot better. So that's a bummer. But otherwise it's the same as usual. Legend on the 5th, new character on 7th, new character again on 10th, legend on 12th, new character on 15th, and then if you go to 25th, you get the guaranteed new Iso and Kiku. And yeah, if you're bummed out about the first step, like usually they are worse on Legend Sugofest debuts. If this was a normal treasure map Sugofest with no new legend, it would have been a bit better. With that, let's go look at the actual treasure map. And we can start by seeing what tablets we can get. I can't play it now, but we can see the tablets. And we have the bosses here, of course. And yeah, 5 of the tablets are Slot Bind, Pinch Healing, Enrage, Critical Hit, and Strength Damage Reduction. Nothing weird with the rest of the rewards, but we do have the new Special Limit tablet. So by it being here, that will add quite a bit of value to this treasure map. Like, I personally got pretty pumped when I saw that, so I'll probably put in a good effort. We'll see how much. Like, I'm not that super motivated right now, but I do want to get quite a few of these Special Limit tablets. I think it's a good limit break ability, even if it's a bummer that Odin only removes 3 turns of it, but we'll probably get more units with it in the future. And if we go through the news. Okay, main story. Go to the news. Go here. There we go. And yeah, we got a new Kanjuro character, and he's pretty decent. Pretty weird too, like, he's a driven striker unit. Sadly no support. Slot Bind and Rage, both those are good. Critical Hit, not perfect, is bad. Special. Maybe look at Captain first. Decent, as expected of a free-to-play treasure map unit. Usable in treasure map in the future. Reduces all enemies' defense by 80% for 2 turns. Reduces step up, damage threshold, and resilience by 4 turns. If Captain slot is strength, increase damage to death down enemies by 1.75 times for 1 turn. And the Captain is driven, doubles the type effects of normal attacks for strength characters for 1 turn. So yeah, this feels obviously made for the new Kaido. But one unit I see that this unit pairs very well with is V3 Duffy, because think about it. V3 Duffy has Bellamy support, which can remove 2 turns of death up and damage result. Kanjuro can remove 4 more turns. Removing 6 turns is actually legit. That should handle most stuff. Kanjuro can also remove resilience. And Kanjuro can give color affinity and death down conditional that he procs himself. So those 2 specials together add an insane amount of damage. So I think that's probably the best way you can use this Kanjuro right now. So that's pretty cool actually. He also has a weird here, he does a ton of damage to Quick. I'm not sure how the math works out here, but this is surely hitting super effective against Quick, despite being a strength unit, so that's pretty damn weird. And just some extra stats to Driven. But yeah, pretty cool unit. And I think it's hilarious that the guy on Reddit managed to predict the art once again, especially when it's as weird as this one. Like, you could have predicted Kanjuro with the horse guy with no head. Like, that's super random. But yeah, as for other news, this treasure map, they are resetting the limit for the ink. I don't recommend buying this because ink has no value in the game, but in the end, it's your resources, you decide. They've also made it so we get slightly newer legends in the ticket, but nothing extraordinary, just a few mounts bumped up. Oops, this is for later. I haven't finished the teams yet, but I'll do a video later today with some teams. But yeah, as expected, Iso and Kiko, the 2x boosters, Cat and Dog 1.7 times. The last treasure map unit is always a 1.4 times booster, and Legend Batch is always 1.4 times, so nothing weird. There's one weird thing here in the 1.35 times though, which is the V2 Kuzan. So this might indicate that Kuzan is getting a 6+ this month, because otherwise this is super random. We don't really get random stuff like this, at least not this highly boosted. All other units are expected though, so nothing weird. And if we look at the rest of the booster list, I don't think there's anything weird. We still have the Luffy Crew and Roddy Whitebeard boosted, which is nice, just more options to build with, but they'll be harder to use now since their special is on reduced by 5. But yeah. That's the treasure map news rundown. I'm pretty excited by getting special limit tablets, but other than that, this is not one of the best treasure maps ever. Like, it looks like a pain to team build for. The Sugo looks meh. The new legend is totally skippable, even if I think they look pretty funny. But yeah, up to you in the end. I'll be back later with some team building videos, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. See you next time.